Hello everyone, welcome back to another new video. In this video we are going to discuss about solution architect practice exam questions, and this is a part 8 video. We are going to see some questions and their answers. So here is a question number 33. A company has created a multi-tier application for its e-commerce website. The website uses application load balancer that resides in a public subnet, web tier in a public subnet, and MySQL cluster hosted in a EC2 instance in a private subnet. The MySQL data needs to retrieve product catalogs and pricing information that is hosted on the internet by the third-party provider. A solution architect must devise a strategy that maximizes security without increasing the operational overhead. What should the solution architect do to meet these requirements? And they have given the options for option A, B, C. So let's check the option 1. So they are saying deploy NAT instance in a VPC, route all traffic. See guys, uh, this is a three-tier architecture actually. Let me help you to uh, let me clear this first. This is a three-tier architecture. So I'm going to show you one diagram. So first say the deploy NAT instance in a VPC, route all internet based traffic through the NAT instance. Okay, this is looks good, but let's see and other options also. Option B, deploy NAT gateway in a public subnet, modify the private subnet route table in a direct all traffic bound traffic to the NAT gateway. Okay, this is looks more potential than the option A. So let's see other options also. Option C, configure the internet gateway and attach it to VPC, modify the private subnet and route table to direct internet bound traffic to internet gateway. Okay, this is little confusing, but internet gateway we are going to use when we if we have a NAT gateway. I'll explain in a shortly. Okay, let's see the last option. Configure the okay option number D. Configure the virtual private gate. Okay, this is not needed. I am not going to cite this because virtual private gateway is mostly used in a direct connect. So here it is clearly said, if you see this, this is a multi-tier and website uh, website use the application load balancer that is reside in a public subnet. So let me draw one simple three-tier architecture. If you see, so this is the one zone actually. You can say one or two. So this is a tier one. This is a tier two, and this is a tier three. Okay, and here it is the VPC. This is a VPC. Sorry for the diagram. So this is a VPC. This is a zone actually, zone 1. This is a tier 1, tier 2, and this is a tier 3. Okay, this is a tier 1. So it says if you see website use the application load balancer. Let's suppose application load balancer it is here, and it is in a public subnet web tier. This is a web tier. So usually we call as this is a web tier. This is application tier, and third is the database tier. So WAD, this is the web tier, application tier, and database tier, and a load balancer is reside is also nearby to the public subnet. So this is public subnet, and these two are in a private subnets. So here EC2 instance in a private subnets. So here is a MySQL database is we are using. So database is hosted here. So now MySQL need to retrieve product catalogs and pricing information that is hosted on internet. Let's suppose the internet is here located in outside from the VPC. So this is the I, it is nothing but the internet. So this from here to we need to go to this internet and download the catalogs or the pricing information. So here we need to go like this way. But how you will go? You can't database can't directly access the internet, and then you need to deploy NAT gateway. So here you can in a here you need to deploy NAT gateway in the public subnet. Okay, so public subnet will help you, and you can modify the uh, route tables also. So option B is the most correct actually. So here is the, you can see, deploy NAT gateway in a public subnet, modify private subnet. So this is the B option is the correct actually. So we are going to choose the B option, but let's see and see some keynotes. So here is the keynotes. Why? Okay, B. Here is also architecture I have defined. So here are the three tier: web tier, application tier, database tier. Instead of RDS, we can consider the MySQL. And here it is the NAT gateway we are going to deploy in a public subnet. And here is the auto scaling. So most of the auto scaling as well as load balancer also we can deploy here on the same location. And you can see here in left side NAT gateway versus NAT instance. So NAT gateway have high availability as well as bandwidth scale up to 100 Gbps, and this is the performance also is good actually, and maintained by the AWS. So NAT gateway is the perfect suggestion. So let's see. So option B is the correct answer. Let's move to the next question. So guys, you can if you want to read these all questions analysis from your side, you can do that one. That is also fine. Question number 34. A company need to optimize the cost of EC2 instance. The company also need to change the type and family of EC2 instance every 2 to 3 months. What should company do to meet this requirement? So they have given option A, B, C, four options, and we need to choose one. And here if you see uh, option number A, purchase partial upfront reserved instance for a 3-year terms, and option B, purchase a no upfront compute saving plan for 1 year terms. Option C, purchase all upfront reserved instance for 1 year. Option D, purchase all upfront EC2 instance saving plan for 1 year. So see guys, this option, let me clear this. So option, let me, so this is a reserved instance, okay, reserved instance, and it is asking to company also asking for to need the change. So let's cancel this reserved instance. Okay. Okay. Now what changes we are need to asking company change the type and family of EC2 instance every 2 to 3 months. So here it is a possibility, but change change the family of EC2 instance is provided by this one only, compute saving plan. So these also quite similar. This is giving the more discount than option B, compute saving plan. But changing the type and family, it's option B is helping us. So let's go and see that one. So here it is the, okay, you can see here. Here it is the keynote I have added. Let me, let me take the another one. So here you can see compute saving plan and instance family and instance size. You can see it is flexible, but when you are focusing on a saving plan, so see here it is only flexible for a size, but instance family is fixed. So here it is a more flexible. So, and if you see here also, compute compute saving plan, here you can see this line, EC2 instance usage regardless of instance family, size, ability zone, region, operating system or tenancy also apply to the Fargate or Lambda usage. So this is the answer correct. So that is the reason we have choose the, yeah. So let's, so here it is, option number B is the correct. Okay. If you are still doubt, you can just read this all information, take this uh, concept. Let's go to next. Question number 36. A solution architect need to review company Amazon S3 bucket to discover personal identifiable information PII. The company store PII details in in the US East 1 region and US West 2 region. Which solution will meet this requirement with least operational overhead? Okay, so this question is quite simple, guys. So I am going to show you. See, they clearly asked one about discover personal identifiable information. So this is a sensitive information, you can say. This is a PII is a sensitive information we most, or banking or financial information we do not store. We call it, it's a personal or it is a sensitive information, and this is only provided, it is the solution if you it is okay. Let me show you options also. So here only Amazon Macy is going to help us. We don't need to check other options because only Macy is going to help us to work on the or discover or monitor the PII information. So we don't need to focus on other areas because any inspector is working on a vulnerability or checking on a vulnerability here. Uh, uh, Guard duty is helping us to crypto attacks and all those things. So these options are not required. So let's focus on our keynotes here. Okay, here are the keynotes. You can see Amazon Macy can help to discover, monitor, and protect the sensitive data in in the Amazon S3. And here also you can see um, here discover a variety of sensitive data types, and here also automate the discover and sensitive data. So you can see multiple data type per personal identifiable information and financial information and credential data. So these are the our correct answer actually. So A is the correct answer. So here let's go to the option, sorry, question number 37. A company SAP application has a backend SQL server database in a operation in on-premises environment. The company want to migrate its on-premise application and database server to the AWS. The company need an instance type that meet a high demands on its SAP database. On-premise performs data shows that both SAP application and database having the high memory utilization. Which solution will meet this requirement? Okay. So here they are asking to migrate application from on-premises to AWS. Here on-premise application and database to AWS. So these are the two things they are doing, and company need a instance type that meet the high demand of its SAP database. So and finally they are looking database have a high memory utilization for, and which is the application SAP application. So here they clearly asked in this question, they are looking they are looking high memory utilization instance family actually. Okay, they are looking for need instance type that meets, sorry, so they are only looking, sorry, let me help you. So answer is very simple. They clearly added in the here. So answer is the C because memory optimize the instance family will help us. They, if you still worried about this operational performance, because this is a high performance data is, they clearly ask data have a high memory utilization. Maybe we will confuse here C and D because a D option says use the high performance computing HPC optimized instance family. Here most very limited EC2 family covered. So our answer is the C. So C is the most suitable answer because memory optimized instance family having the lot of options. Here are the options actually. You can see memory optimized instance and performance specification. You can see the instance family. These are the instance family. You can see R5 dot large, R5 dot X large, 2 large, 4 large. So these are the very big instance level size, and you can see this memory also. This memory great they have allotted a lot memory for EC2 instance. So our answer is the C. Okay. Next question, 30th. A company run application in a VPC with public and private subnet. A VPC extend across multiple availability zone. Application run on a EC2 instance in a private subnet. Application use SQS. Okay. A solution architect need to design secure solution to establish the connection between EC2 instance and SQS. Which solution will meet this requirement? They have given option A, B, C, D. We need to choose one. Let's go to the option 1. Implement the interface VPC endpoint for SQS and configure a endpoint to private subnet. Okay, see guys, we don't need to go every question. I will help you. Option D, you can see, uh, implement the gateway endpoint. So we know we have a two gateway. Sorry, we have two endpoints: interface endpoint and gateway endpoint. Gateway endpoint is helping us to S3 bucket and DynamoDB. DynamoDB. So we don't need to choose because here EC2 instance need to connect SQS. Okay. Let me draw here diagram also. Let me see. Let's clear this first. Okay. So here also similar. Let's choose this one. Suppose here it is also how many tier? Public and private. Okay. So this is public. This is a private. Okay. Tier 1 and tier 2. Okay, it is a multi-tier actually. You can say here multi-tier means more than one ability zone. Sorry, multi-AZ. So similarly, we can deploy. This is a second more than one. So this is the availability zone 2, 1 and 2, tier 1, tier 2, and here availability zone AZ. Okay, let me take another one. Here it AZ. Here it is AZ. Okay, AZ1, AZ2. Okay, now what is it says? EC2 instance. Let me here. Application use the SQS. Application run on EC2. Suppose EC2 instance is running here. Sorry, in a private subnet. Let's suppose EC2 is running here because it says EC2 is here application. So this application needs to connect SQS, which is outside here. So here is specially uh, gateway endpoint is already option is closed. Okay. Now if you see this option A, B, C, so here it says SQS access policy. So this SQS access policy to interface VPC endpoint and that to make clear VPC endpoint that allow request from the only specific. This is also wrong. This is not the correct one. VPC access policy is not going to help us. And here also VPC endpoint policy says this is also not. VPC endpoint policy is not supporting all services actually. So this is also not needed. Here it is clear helping us to security gateway. Security group. Because let me show you. When this EC2 instance is in a private subnet, it is going outside. You need to deploy a security group. Okay, this is in a subnet and this is a instance work with the help of instance work with the security group. So we need a security group actually. So here it is one more diagram I have here showcase you can see guys. Here you can see. So here it is the gateway VPC endpoint and here is the interface VPC endpoint. So when the gateway endpoint we use for these two services, as I said, S3 and DynamoDB. So only these are the free services. gateway endpoint is a free, but when you use the interface VPC endpoint, it connect to this much services. You can see this much. So here is the our service. In this question they ask for the SQS, and here is your instance. When instance is needs to go here, so you can see here it is a subnet and is instance also. So in a question there is no subnet option, but uh, security group is there. So instance is working with the security group. So our answer is the same. Okay, here is one more I have added here. EC2 instance needs to go to SQS. So it is going through this VPC endpoint network interface. So option A is the correct one. Okay, thank you guys. I hope this tutorial will help you to understand all concepts and these questions also. If you have still any doubt, please revert on this video, and see you in next video. Thank you.